again. We're still talking about drawer pulls, and the next one I'm going to explain to you is this pink one right here, and we're going to call it the shabby chic one. And I think it would look really cute in any girl's playroom or in any fun room in your home, like a sunroom or any bright room that you'd like a chest of drawers. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to paint your knob, because we need that to dry for the rest of it. So we're going to take a pink paint and we're going to paint the knob. And again, these knobs are so reasonable in price. They cost maybe $1. You can get them at any hardware store. They come unfinished and they paint really nicely, and any craft paint will work. So you want to start with the bottom first, get it all covered. Flip it over. And we're going to paint the top of it real quick for you. Try. Okay. Not the most perfect job, but we're just showing you for today's purposes here. All right, so then you're going to set that aside to dry. And I'm going to use this board. Again, we're using a lot of the same items, so I may talk quickly through this, but I think you're going to get the gist of it. Basically what we did, we chose the image that we wanted to do on this one, and we cut these with the Cricut cartridge Accent Essentials. And also these were Accent Essentials, and we used the basil paper. I believe it's just a vanilla paper that we used. And again, you're going to use your Mod Podge, and we're going to glue these down. Hands are getting very messy. Just going to show you a few of these. And this Mod Podge is very forgiving, so don't feel like you need to use it sparingly. Oops, I think that's backwards. I'll turn that around. And just lay that wherever you'd like. And so when you're all finished, it'll look something like this. Another, while I'm waiting for those to dry, another variation that you can do for kind of a distressed look is take your color chalk and lightly chalk the edges of your images, just really lightly, and then you can Mod Podge them down as well. Just depends on what kind of look that you want for your project. Again, these are great. They fit in your hand really nicely, and they're really easy to use. So I'm going to do that. And then also, if you want the same distressed look, you can lightly distress the edges of the drawer as well. And I'm going to go ahead and do these ones that I already did, just by barely dabbing them. Just like that. Now that your pink knob is dry, we're going to do the same thing with this little cute fleur-de-lis that we have. And we cut that out with our Cricut cartridge called Storybook, another very popular one that we have here on our website. And again, we Mod Podged or glued that down. And then also take your chalk and you can distress the edges of your knob. Put your lid on there. Go ahead and apply your knob on your chest of drawers. And on our finished product, we noticed that the pink paint we used was so bright, and we kind of wanted a little bit more of a whitewashed look, a little bit more subtle. So what we did was we took just any white paint and we watered it down, kind of like the consistency of maybe a skim milk, just so you have a hint of white. Took our paintbrush and lightly painted over the pink base, and it toned it down quite a bit. You don't have to do that, but we liked it for our finished look. And as you can see, another great project finished. One last step to make even more of a distressed look is after you have used your chalk on the edges, you can also use a Tim Holtz sanding block or a nail file and kind of sand the edges down for more of a distressed look. You can use your nail file as well. And it kind of finishes off your chest of drawers. Also, you can do the knob. And it just, I can't hardly explain it, but it gives it a nice brushed look. And it makes it really unique.